What I've got here is a Stone Age oil lamp that burns on rendered fat or lard or Crisco. All the stones, there's a 3-stone crab right there. There's a pair of crab claws. Those 3 stones in there are a scorpion, and this is a spider. There's 3 stones right there, a spider that holds that stone in place. And these 2 crab claws are wind breaks. They keep the wind from blowing the fire out on the wick, so it's windproof. You can put it outside, and even in a strong wind it won't go out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fill this up with some Crisco, and I'm going to let it cool off and harden, and I'm going to light the wick, and I'm going to test this lamp and see if it actually works in the way that everyone thinks that they used to. Okay, I filled my lamp up with liquefied Crisco. I melted it and poured that in there. There's about 6 ounces of fuel in there. And so now it looks like a crab that's been frozen in ice. Let's go ahead and light it. Okay, I'm going to light this with flint. And I made this little tinder bundle here. Yes, you may not be able to see it, but you might be able to hear that it's windy. So I'm going to use a synthetic flint to light this with. I'm going to use a flint stone, this stone right here, to strike it with. And I'm going to hope that that lights my wick. This is an Ice Age lamp. There. It's an Ice Age lamp. The wind is kind of ferocious today, but the wick is wet. This lamp should burn for 5 to 9 hours. We'll see. The wind just blew it out. I'll have to light it. And I've repositioned the lamp a little bit so that it has some shelter from the wind. And I put a couple stones up. But essentially I'm just going to let it burn on its own until all the fuel is gone. And if it burns like it's supposed to, the stones are supposed to heat up and completely melt all of the fuel, the lard that's in there, and it should burn up every drop of fuel that's in there before it goes out. So that's the test. So we're going to see if it does that. It'll take maybe 5 or 9 hours for that to happen, so I'll keep you right here with me until it burns dry. Now what I'm using for a wick to burn this stove with is a wick from the bracket fungus. See, they just grow on trees. You just cut slices of it. You stick it down in there and you use that for a wick. And that's the second part of my test, is to test the longevity of the wick to see if the wick is going to last long enough to burn all the fuel in that bowl. And that's a problem with some of the natural wicks, is they have a short lifetime. They won't burn much fuel. So we're going to see how much this one burns. But almost all the lard is melted in there, so the rocks heating up, it is no longer a question. So we can see that's working. How long does the wick burn? So now the oil's almost gone. It's been burning for just a little over 4 hours. And as you can see, the wick's still burning. These kind of bracket fungus wicks last for about 15 hours before you have to change them. So that makes them extremely efficient. This is definitely the kind of tool I need out in the wilderness. My name is Trapper Jack. Thank you for watching.